Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop. In this video, we're going to be talking about the best Adidas hoop shoes that you can get right now. And Adidas has been lacking a little bit for the past couple years as far as performance basketball shoes go, but they are bringing it back this year. Like their hoop shoe rotation for their signature athletes, their signature shoes is absolutely amazing. As far as like quantity of basketball shoes go, I feel like they're lacking a little bit. They don't have that many hoop shoes, you know what I mean? Especially comparing to like Nike. But that's just Nike, you know, but they have a lot of good performing hoop shoes. So I'm going to try to take all their hoop shoes and rank them pretty much. And if you guys do want to cop any of these shoes, I try to leave the link in the description box. And it does help me out if you do choose to get any of these shoes, to buy it through the link in the description box. These are affiliate links. It does help me out, of course. Or you can buy it through like the product pictures underneath this video, or I'll try to have the shoes here, right? And as always, thank you guys so much for all the support. I do have only 7 shoes, right? There of course there was like the Dame Certified 2, which the Dame Certified 1 was really nice. I really like that shoe, but I haven't tried the 2, so if it's anything like the 1, it'll be a very nice performer, and it's on sale for like 50 bucks right now. But I actually didn't include it because I didn't play in it, so that's why. But like I said, take it with a grain of salt. If it is anything like the Dame Certified, like the original, the first one, which I did play in, the Dame Certified 2, I'd probably put in like top 4, top 5, right? But anyways, starting off with number 7, it's the cheapest shoe on this list actually, retail price I would say, and it is the Adizero Select 2.0. That shoe is absolute doo-doo. It's doo-doo, booty cheeks, dog poo, dog water, I don't know, all the bad stuff, right? So one thing I really like about that shoe is it's one of the lightest hoop shoes that you can get right now. Very lightweight, very minimal for the upper as well, but the traction was really not good. You know what I mean? Like just like never had a great bite, and also picks up dust like crazy. And also I really didn't like the lockdown. You know, I had heel slippage, and also just like the overall upper didn't feel super supportive, so my foot was moving inside the shoe a lot. So yeah, just don't get that shoe, you know. But because you know it's an Adidas hoop shoe, I put it in the list and it's on the bottom, right? The next shoe, and I also didn't really like playing in this shoe, which is a Trae Young 3. It retails for 140 bucks, but it's on sale for $70, you know what I mean? But you know what's kind of weird though? We don't know what the Trae Young 4 is gonna look like, which is weird. You know, we know what the Harden Volume 9 is gonna look like, and that's next year. And we've known what the D.O.N shoe 6 is gonna look like for a freaking year, you know what I mean? And then the Dame 9 too, we've known what the Dame 9 is gonna look like for like a year as well, right? Or like at least 8 months before release, and it's not even out yet, you know what I mean? So what are they doing with the Trae Youngs? I don't know, maybe it's not selling well, but anyways, yeah, I didn't like that shoe because that shoe is just so freaking bulky. You know what I mean? And I like the traction wasn't that nice either. It was okay, but it wasn't amazing, you know? And if you compared shoes, you know, like the Trae Young 3 with that's exactly the same size as another shoe, no, like any other shoe, the Trae Young 3 had a good like 2 inches of length, because just the foam, especially in the heel, like protrudes back a lot, you know. So very bulky feeling shoe for me, you know, like it's just not great, and also very much a slapper as well. It's a very flat shape for the sole. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I don't like those 2 shoes, the Adizero Select 2.0 and the Trae Young 3, you know what I mean? The new Adizero Select 3.0 should be coming out soon, so I'm kind of excited for that. But yeah, don't get the Trae Youngs, but if you're trying to save money, I guess for 70 bucks, but also there are some other shoes on sale on this list as well, right? So moving on to number 5, we got the Dame 8 Extended Play, EXTPLY. It retails for 130 bucks, but it's on sale for 65 bucks, which is a pretty dang good price. There's no shoes from Nike that's that price. You know what I mean? The cheapest shoe is the GT Cut Academy, which is 95 bucks and is on sale for like 75 bucks. But yeah, 65 bucks is insane, coming from 130 bucks, you know what I mean? But I really didn't like that shoe because that shoe was freaking heavy and bulky, and it's like 2-3 ounces heavier than the regular Dame 8, which makes no sense, you know what I mean? Also, the traction wasn't that amazing. You know, if you're playing on a clean court, it has a pretty nice bite, but it picks up a good amount of dust. The cushion you're really high up off the ground. It's a little too soft for me personally, and the upper is just too much. You know, it's a little too much padding going on for me personally. It just feels bulky. It's a heavy shoe. So yeah, I guess the latter 3 shoes on this list definitely don't get, you know, 765, not the best in my personal opinion, right? But if you're trying to save money, this next shoe is amazing, right? So the D.O.N shoe 5 is a very solid performer, you know what I mean? It's not amazing, it's not my favorite shoe, but it's a very, very nice solid performer, and it's on sale for 60 bucks, guys, right now. So yeah, that's number 4. D.O.N shoe 5, solid traction, you know what I mean? It wasn't amazing, you know, it's not like top tier bite or anything, but it's very, very solid. The cushion also is really nice, you know, it has full length light strike, it has nice compression in the heel. Overall, like underfoot cushion is pretty dang nice as well. The upper with the synthetic, once you break it in, it does get a little bit softer, you know what I mean? But it's really supportive. And also I really like kind of like that burrito style tongue with like the elastic band that kind of like wraps around your foot and gives you like a pretty nice fit as well. And of course, support and lockdown is really nice in that shoe too. So yeah, number 4, D.O.N shoe 5, solid, especially for only 60 bucks right now, right? All right, moving on to number 3. This is where it might get a little weird because I feel like a lot of people will disagree. But number 3, I got the Harden Volume 8. And the Harden Volume 8 is an amazing performer, right? But it's just a little bulky. You know what I mean? It's just a little bulky, especially in the heel. You got all that like foam kind of protruding out, right? So I don't really like that. And also it's pretty dang heavy. It's like 15.3, 15.5 ounces. That's freaking heavy, right? So a little heavy, or very, very heavy, and also a little bulky in the heel, right? Those are the only cons for me, in my personal opinion, in that shoe. Also, another thing that I really like is the shroud. It's just so loose in the toe box. I wish it was a little bit tighter, like in the Harden Volume 7, or even like the Harden Volume 1, you know what I mean? But anyways, the traction is top tier. You have amazing traction, you have top tier bite. Picks up a little bit of dust though. You know what I mean? But other than that, amazing traction. Also for the cushion, one of the nicest cushioning setups that you can get right now as well, right? So you got Jet Boost, and the underfoot cushion is really nice, especially in the heel, right? You have that cutout. The strobe board is on the softer side of things as well, but also you still have really good core feel. And then the other thing that I like about the Harden Volume 8 that they did better in the 8 compared to the 7 is that there's no like plastic cage, you know what I mean? The 7 had that plastic cage, the 8 is just a foam, right? So the cushioning sounds really nice. I really like the upper, especially with the knit booty. So when you slide your foot in, kind of feels like you have an extra sock, and that just kind of improves like lockdown a little bit, improves the fit as well. But also it's a very supportive shoe too, right? So you feel really quick when you're playing in it too. But like I said, heavy and bulky, right? But number 2, we got D.O.N issue 6, which surprised the hell out of me. I really like playing in that shoe because I have not liked D.O.N issues since your line. Like the D.O.N issue 1, 2, and 3, terrible. Terrible shoes for me, right? The 4 was okay, the 5 was actually solid, and then the 6 is definitely my favorite. And it's surprising the hell out of me because it's top 2, it's number 2 in Adidas hoop shoes, and I really enjoyed playing that shoe. And one reason I like that shoe better than the Harden Volume 8 is that it's just so much lighter and so much more minimal feeling, you know what I mean? Which is insane. It's like almost, what, 5 ounces lighter than the Hardens, you know what I mean? So that's one reason I like it better. Traction also is top tier, like amazing freaking bite. One of the hardest socks you can get right now. Picks up a little bit of dust, but it's a little bit better than the Harden Volume 8. The cushion, however, the core feel isn't the best. You know, it's not as good as a Harden's, but still like not that bad, right? You got Light Strike Pro. You have nice compression in the heel. You also, I really like the springiness in that overall shoe. Like the Harden Volume 8 is a little bit more smooth feeling. The D.O.N issue 6 feels a little bit more springy, especially coming out of your first step and stuff like that. Heel to toe transition. The upper is still just as supportive as the Harden Volume 8 because you have the correct kind of like lateral counters in that shoe, but also you have that kind of like TPU going around like the eyelets almost, like around the entire shoe, and that improves the overall support of the shoe while still feeling very minimal for the upper. So the D.O.N issue 6, I actually really like playing in that shoe. It's only 120 bucks. The Harden Volume 8 is 160 bucks, right? But by the way, the Harden Volume 8, the black and white colorway with the shroud, like the white shroud, like patent leather shroud, it looks amazing. That colorway just dropped. So yeah, I copped. I had to get that pair, you know what I mean? So anyways, I like the D.O.N issue 6 a little bit better. But as you guys all know, number 1 is still one of the best performing hoop shoes of the past like couple years, which is the AE1. And it's weird because it's still a heavy shoe. You know what I mean? It's pretty much the same exact weight as a Harden Volume 8, but it's not as bulky, you know what I mean? Like the Harden Volume 8, especially with the foam on the sides or on the material, it just feels a little bit bulkier. You know, the AE1 is a little bit more streamlined to your foot. There's not as much bulk in the overall upper as well. although the plastic is still kind of like on the thicker side of things, not as bulky as Harden's, you know? So I still felt like quick in the AE1. The traction is really, really nice. Like the best traction on this list. And also the cushion with the boost. And also I'm very excited about the low version with the light boost. But yeah, the boost is really, really nice for underfoot cushion. You have like the softer shoulder and the heel cutout, like a circle cutout in the heel, which does feel very nice in the heel. And also the upper, like I said, it's like, especially the toe box, is kind of like, it conforms to your foot very well still. There's no pinching or anything, but still feels really supportive for me as well. So the AE1 is amazing. And yeah, I just wish the AE1 was a little bit lighter, like the D.O.N Q6, you know, maybe shed off a little bit of the plastic. You know, if you guys seen the AE2 sample though, that shoe's gonna be heavy. That shoe's gonna be easily like 15-16 ounces again. So we'll have to see. Hopefully they kind of do the same thing what they did in the AE1 with amazing traction and the cushion and stuff like that, and maybe hopefully the plastic isn't that stiff or whatever. But I don't know, I have my doubts for the AE2, but the AE1, as you guys all know, freaking amazing. So anyways, that about concludes my list for top Adidas hoop shoes, and they are bringing it back. You know, the new signature shoes are performing amazingly well, and you know, of course, the new ones like the Dame 9, maybe the Trae Young 4. We have no information on the Trae Young 4. Like in the catalog, it doesn't even say like new Trae Young shoe coming out, which is weird. I don't know what's going on with that. But you know, Dame 9 is coming out soon. Hopefully that is an amazing performer. But yeah, that's my list. Again, if you guys want to cop, I'll try to leave the link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.